And welcome to the Heretical Podcast, episode 38. Today we are joined with the normal three here, as Jake is still not really joining us, I guess. He's probably done with this, I don't really know. But we have Josh.
Hello.
Okay. Ice.
Ouch! Hello!
And then there's me. Josh has already failed us entirely.
I said, Josh,
Pretty sure he had restarted.
I'm trying to remember which fucking layout I used normally. I can't remember if I used camouflage or...
Usually speaking is a big part of our layout, but you don't care.
Ooh.
Especially being you were the one who brought it back.
MK2? Is it MK2? Is that the one where you start off with the...
You were something with the stealth one, I'm pretty sure, because you were medical.
That's nice now.
So,
No.
today we got a couple of topics. Ice, why don't you start off with
I'm gonna start with
the siege on your side of it?
Alright. Rainbow Six Siege updates officially have finally come out early than expected. Which is honestly... I'm honestly not surprised. Activision... I'm thinking Activision because Call of Duty. Ubisoft has a tendency to do that. The amount of bugs on launch, though, were ridiculous. And that one Joe will have to explain later. Oh yeah, they're definitely still there. Joe can explain that one later. But I'm gonna go ahead and talk about the features that are all new there. First off, the Sam Fisher. Sam Fisher finally arrived. He's old, got a camera. Which we found out the camera was really sensitive and really janky to control for a gadget. Next up, defenders. Instead of each of them having 2 reinforcements, it's now a shared pool of 10, meaning one person can go around and reinforce all 10 walls, while everyone else can go and do whatever they want. Meaning someone
super
can
useful
have
with what are they called, rumors.
roamers and, more importantly, spawn peekers. Next up, sites. The sites have been added in with the new sites, old sites all being changed. And with Doc's ACOG being changed away for 1.5 scope, a lot of people are going to be looking around for new spawn pickers. Personally, I found mine already. Because they gave Maestro the 1.5 scope to all of his guns. I use Maestro with the ACS-12, so I now have a slug with 1.5 scope that's fully automatic and that can hit from any range, because they did change the range dropout for it.
I forgot they changed out his thing to slugs.
Yes.
Yep.
Anyone else want to add anything on that?
They put out a new animation. So, like animated video for Sam Fisher.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't like a normal one though, it was like a cartoony style.
Yeah. It's like basically Sam Fisher coming in, talks to Fink about arthritis and nanobots helping, yada yada yada. And then Sam Fisher just kicks the shit out of Echo, Smoke, Mira, who else was it?
Oryx and Fika. Not Fika, Mira.
Yeah, Mira. So,
Off on that, you know how many comments there were on that fucking video saying that Oryx should have won?
No, he should not.
That's what I thought too. I was like, that's interesting.
Uh,
Everybody's saying how he trained with all of his fighting and everything constantly.
Yeah, but
The thing
you're going against Sam Fisher.
See, the thing is, Oryx is more of a brute. If he hits you once, he's gonna hit you hard. Sam Fisher is more agile despite his age, and is able to be moving more liberally, I guess you could say. At a more liberal
The guy
pace.
just dances around him, basically.
Yeah. Now the choking floor, I feel like Orcs probably could outstrength that and all that, but that's first.
Not really. I would say, have you played Splinter Cell's games?
And plus, oh, fuck! I forgot to start with this thing. Oh fuck!
Yep.
Get the shit out of me. Yeah, Sam Fisher is no lightweight.
I would say, if you've played his games, he fights a lot of people who are a lot larger than him.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that.
And plus, he also stemmed up. I don't know if this would actually have, but he stemmed up with Finka's nanobots.
I would say there's one big thing to also remember is like part of the back story to Sam Fisher. He created his own organization and also single-handedly destroyed that same organization because it became corrupt. The man himself is very effective.
Fair enough.
Yeah, basically, moral of the story: don't fuck with Sam Fisher. What was the one? What was the Conviction?
Conviction is the one where the guy, he thought they killed his daughter, if I remember correctly, but he ends up finding out his daughter's alive later, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
But he goes on a very long killing spree through all that. It's actually a really good game. I actually love that fucking game.
I've heard like, people say Blacklist was bad, but also was good.
I played Blacklist.
Depends on how you use it.
Well, back to the original topic then. So back with Siege. So they do have a lot of bugs though with this update, and that was one of the big problems. There is an intro bug with the loading into the game really fucked you up. It would sometimes completely fuck out your screen to the point where you literally can't see your cameras, you can't see where your character's walking. It was just completely busted, and it freezes you looking basically wherever the camera had frozen originally, and that was
I don't
it.
think
That's
we're
all you
supposed to
had.
take it.
You literally, you could not see anything. Basically, is all it came down to, which fucking sucked ass. Like no matter what you did, you could not correct your screen unless you closed and reopened, hoping that it would fix it. So that's a huge issue, because it happens especially when you're going into ranked. That's what happened to us one time. That's what determined that we are not going to play ranked until it's been corrected, at least. Because we went into ranked, and what we were treated with was, instead of getting to play our ranked match like we wanted, we were treated with my game froze up because I got stuck on that, and ice froze up. So we had to quit out, and basically, by the time I had come back, no, you didn't freeze up for this one. Not for ranked. That was just me for ranked. You were before ranked.
That was unranked.
But, yeah, that was unranked. I froze up when we went to do the ranked match.
I froze up as well for the ranked match as well.
Oh,
I
guess we're supposed to take it.
The care package.
Yeah, so there was...
Yeah.
Anyways, so we ended up having to abandon the ranked match, was the point. Well, not we, but they did. I closed out of my game. And I think Ice did too immediately, and by the time we were back, they had already thinking of randoms we had forfeited the match. So
I couldn't tell if he was jumpy or he was just taking long words.
No, I think I jumped a little bit. But anyways, just to redo that in case I did jump there, and the audio because my thing lagged for a second too. Basically, there was the two randoms and our one buddy, not thinking about it, hit the remake match thing, so it kicked out of the match, canceled it, and I got put on an abandonment penalty. So that was kind of gay. And so that has determined that we are not playing ranked right now until that is fixed. Then there's also other bugs. There's still the audio bug that they were supposedly fixing. That didn't happen, as you can tell.
Fixed.
Yep. And then there is...
It was tough. They say they fix things and they never do.
Yep. But, so that was never fixed, so obviously, good on them. You know, doing their best. They have other bugs where you get stuck in the pre-infiltration screen where you're, like, picking your spot to spawn, stuff like that. You get stuck there and you can't get out of it. They have, trying to think of all of them. Bugs where it resets your settings over and over and over again. That really sucks for people. So like every time you if you have different sensitivity settings, all that, it'll reset it to default every time you get on. So that really sucks. There's some other ones that I can't think of off the top of my head though, but yeah, it's a very problematic start to the season, really fucking people up a lot. Overall though, Fisher is kind of seeming to be a really strong op. His gun is overly accurate, it's kind of crazy, and he does a lot of fucking damage for how
Especially with that
accurate
1.5 sidearm.
Yeah, he hurts bad. He's got a really strong rifle, really accurate, with a pretty fast fire rate too, so he's quite dangerous. And it's
at this point, he actually might be viable for spot pick as well.
Yeah, I don't know if he's the most balanced op right now. I don't know, we haven't seen him enough to really determine he's balanced, but from what I'm seeing so far, I'm not sure if it's the most balanced yet. Then they have all the other ops
right
that
now,
got the new certs. Oh, what's that?
I say, as of right now, a lot of people are doing the troll thing, you know. New guy, might as well ban him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But aside from that, you know, we're not too 100% yet. They do have a bunch of new, whatchamacallit, sites for other characters. That has proven very interesting as well. That's been going up a path of, we're thinking, very overpowered, because there's a lot of characters, like Legion being a big one to me, that has a lot more viability now, because of the fact that he has... I don't, go ahead and take it. But, that he has the, what would you call it? Trying to think, he has a 1.5, and on the Type 5 SMG, with its rapid fire rate and decent damage, on that type of scope where you actually have visibility of what the fuck's going on, you're a dangerous man, to say the least. You are a very dangerous man. But, yeah, so... that's something.
Personally, I'm a fan of the 1.5.
As am I. Though, I was discussing this with James the other day, too. It feels like the registration, unless it's just because the servers are that buggy right now with all the new shit, but it feels like the registration of weapons is not great right now. Because, like, James and I were kind of noticing, and, like, went through a couple of, like, spots where we took clips and everything, where you could see, like, the crosshair going, like, straight up the center of someone's body, but you only get one hit off of, like, a 7-bullet burst. Even though you're going, like, a straight up line through the body of the person on the servers. So we're kind of curious if there might actually be, like, some server latency. Fuck me, Christ, I couldn't think of the right word. But, we're wondering if there might be, like, server latency that might be messing it up here, and that might be why it's so fucky seeming at the moment. There's nothing to confirm this, of course. We were just kind of curious, because it seemed like there was a lot of spots where, even though our aim was, you know, on, you could see other people's aim was on, and see that the crosshair went straight through the bullets and everything going out, but there wasn't any really landing. Hell, even ran a couple of tests, like, spraying towards each other while on the same team, and there was still a lot of hits that didn't land that should have. Go ahead now.
Ironically, people are still banning Thatcher, although the fact of, give me a sec. People are still banning Thatcher, even though his rework recently just came into play.
Thatcher had a rework?
Yep!
Not like a full rework, it's just changing his ability strength, basically.
Oh.
I'd say rework is a heavier word for it.
Pretty much, instead of destroying electronics now, it just disables everything.
Anything and everything?
Yeah, like Legion mines now get destroyed, get disabled.
Basically, everything is disabled instead of destroyed now.
Yeah.
Bandit things get disabled.
So does it disable traps that normally wouldn't disable?
Well, it would normally destroy the Frostmap. Not Frostmap, it would normally destroy the Legion mines. And now it doesn't do that, it just disables it. Meaning you can still walk over it, and nothing will happen. And you can actually be able to see it, and it's not actually camouflaged.
In a form, it's a nerf and a buff. It's
Yes.
a nerf in certain aspects, but it's kind of a buff when it comes to like bandit tricking, because the bandit tricker now either has to shoot their own thing and then put one down, or they have to pick it up and put it down, which can obviously make it harder to hit the timing. So, I guess we'll see how this plays further.
Well, it used to be
I got
that
shit
the
on so
Thatcher.
hard I could not get in the mood for Siege, not gonna lie. Tried playing, I think it was yesterday or the day before. Shit, I can't remember now. But like yesterday or the day before, I tried playing and I just kept getting shit on. I could not play. Though that could also be part of that latency thing we talked about, because I'm not... Because there was some where it's like, I sort of gotta hit that fucker, but maybe not.
Well, honestly, I find it that people are actually going to find it difficult to actually bandit trick. Due to the fact that, thanks to his rework, instead of it being 7 seconds before Thatcher's grenade resets, it's now another additional 3 seconds, so it's now 10 seconds. So if you were to throw just 2 at one point, I think throw one like
They stack?
throw one now, and then it's not they stack. It resets the timer. So if he throws one at like this regularly, and then wait like 4 seconds, it would be impossible for Bandit to actually stop the trick. Stop the thermite thing from going off. Okay, let me explain it more clearly. Let's say Thatcher and Thermite are both working together. Typically how it works, Thatcher will throw his grenade, and the second that goes off, Thermite will place his charge on it. Instead, right at that moment, Thatcher will throw a second one, still freezing up all the things, and making it more viable to actually breach.
I can't really give an opinion on that.
I've got your back.
Personally, I feel like they shouldn't mess with that aspect, but I guess you have to mess with something if you're messing with trying to rework Thatcher, which personally I don't think they should ever rework Thatcher. They still stuck with what they were saying with the Thatcher shotgun rework.
It's fucking Ubisoft. They don't listen to anyone but the pros, and even though the pros' opinions are dog shit sometimes, well, most of the time they're dog shit, because they just want to fix it towards what they want.
The old classic.
Oh, there's 2 of them. Oh shit, there's 2 of them.
Alright.
Hell yeah. So Josh, you want to go on about your Breakpoint stuff then?
So, Tuesday, or the 15th, we'll be dropping Red Patriot, which will be launching episode 3 of missions for Breakpoint. And this will be following the operation called Red Raven. I think it's called Red Raven, or something like that. Where it's a Russian group that's trying to use the drones from Skell to deliver nerve gas around the world. But I can't remember the guy's name. Scott Michael? He's the guy who was from Ghost Recon Future Soldier. He's back and here to work with the ghosts again. Like similar to when he had an operation to work with the ghosts in Wildlands. But more stuff is coming with the game than just new missions. I have to fuck you guys down. It's coming is more customization in gunsmith. You can yourself up. But so custom stocks we now added. So special stocks like from variants like the say M4A1 Assault will be available for the M4A1 Shorty and Standard Edition, and vice versa. There'll also be new stocks that'll be added around. What the fuck is all the bombs? But there'll be also universal underbarrel attachments now too. So all underbarrel attachments will be available for all guns, like handguard, grips, underbarrel grenade launchers, yada yada yada. That is what I have.
Personally, I'm actually kind of rather intrigued by this, because, yeah, there was a lot of attachments, but they were all really based around the same thing, and you couldn't really vary it around. I guess they were more just linear towards certain weapons.
Right. So it's like you didn't have very much variation across guns. Each gun had like one or two underbarrel attachments per gun, like 5 sights, few muzzle brakes, and so on.
That was close. Thanks.
And with this change, it's going to be bringing more stuff, which is really nice, I think.
Yes.
I bring more pain.
This guy's got a shield. There wasn't very much you could do with the customization. I know, like, the customization of guns was kind of lackluster with what attachments did. And customization, here's another bone I have to pick with Ubisoft, is the fact that bipods actually don't do jack diddly shit. Like, you can't activate a bipod. It's there for looks, basically. Which is really annoying.
The best way to use the bipod is not to use it at all.
Yeah.
Like, also, I think the max it does is it takes away 15% of the sway. Like, seriously? Only 15? The fucking bipod. Let's take away all sway. But Ubisoft has addressed the issue of people like saying, why can't we use this? Why can't we do this? Yeah, they said, we're not going to be changing it. We're just going to keep this going. Which is kind of fucking annoying.
Best way to do it, Josh. God damn it.
Just a letdown.
A nice addition.
It's a massive letdown. Oh, can't really expect much from Ubisoft anyways.
I just remember
Anything you
what we
want
have
to
to
add, Will?
Yeah, like you said, we have to lead them into the missile strikes.
do. Yep.
That's I've been trying to do, but I don't know how I'm going to do it.
So you guys can get yourself so.
Nope. You can only use 2 master lives per level.
So, anything.
Stuff like that. I don't know why I said master life.
We're not going to win this one, just so you know. But,
Oh, yeah,
Nope.
definitely.
Oh,
Josh,
definitely
you
not.
led that off. Did you want us to say something? I can't even remember anymore.
I was asking if was there anything you had an opinion on about as well. I know you didn't. You don't play much Ghost Recon.
No, not really any opinion on it.
Personally, I would like to see. I want them to have for when they add new attachments and new modifications. More functionality, less style.
Yeah.
Like they did a good job with the site. The site's the fact that swapping site for every reason, and all that.
You see, they're playing Fashion Souls, but the problem is that the fashion doesn't have an effect.
Yeah.
Look at in Dark Souls. It's a different thing. A lot of the damage reduction of Souls was like more so if you were wearing a piece in every slot, not the stats.
Well, the stats help to determine different things.
I think they did help a little bit, but it's like 30% reduction when you were only wearing legs or something like that. And the more you would wear, the more reduction you would get.
It's if you wear a full armor set, that's all it's about. If you're missing one piece of armor,
Oh,
you
it
take
was?
25% more damage.
Okay. It's so long since I actually looked into it.
Each different armor gave you more resistances to certain types of damage.
Well, I guess
That's all
in
I
the
have on
meantime,
that.
I'd say I guess in the meantime while going on that, I guess we could talk about more into our gaming experiences and what have we been doing instead of other stuff. But either way, lately me and Chill have been playing a game called Wasteland 3. Chill has been more into the game. I think he's played the second one and the first one before playing Wasteland 3 here and
Touched the
there.
first one to look at the remaster, haven't played it yet. Played the second one a little bit.
I've been playing
Yes.
it too.
You don't count.
And Josh too. I'm sorry. All three of us have.
Josh is fake, don't
Anyways. Yeah, duplicated. Anyways,
I discovered a glitch in it. I won't specify how it's done, but we did
We'll
discover
talk about
that
it
there is a
later.
duplication glitch of money. And, well, it's not directly money, but it's ammo. And you can use the ammo to make
ammo.
money. But that's all I will say on it, because I don't want to actually
used
discuss it and make it a topic.
religiously.
You don't want the game to fix it yet.
No, because I want to play a run-through of the game goofing around with just ass tons of ammo.
Fair enough. But yeah, we were playing a game called Wasteland 3. And what it is, it's actually a game that was inspired to make Fallout. It's a turn-based strategy tile combat.
The way you said that was really weird, so I'm just going to reword it real quick. It is the game that inspired
Thank you.
Fallout's creation. The way you
Thank
said
you.
it, I was almost off enough that it sounded like you almost said that Fallout inspired it.
It's like the opposite.
I grasped what he said.
Yeah.
I don't know. The wording just seemed hinky to me. It sounded like he almost said Fallout inspired it.
The word sounded
Point
off.
is-
Yeah.
Point is, just to make sure it is clarified for that, Wasteland is the series that inspired Fallout. The first Wasteland game
Thank you.
inspired the first Fallout game. I think, yeah, because Wasteland 2 didn't come out till way later, and I think it was after Fallout 3 came out when Wasteland 2 came out. But yeah, so,
Yeah, that
You can definitely tell.
yeah,
It was an
similar
inspiration.
humor
With how,
styles and everything.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy, honestly. It's funny, though. But yeah, no.
Anyway,
Yeah, Wasteland 1 inspired Fallout 1, and then I think Fallout made it up to Fallout 3 before Wasteland 2 came out, or it was New Vegas, then 2 came out. But regardless, it was Wasteland 1, Fallout 1, then Fallout 2, 3, and maybe New Vegas, and then Wasteland 2, and then Wasteland 3 was basically thought to be an abandoned project, and then it came out this year, and everyone's like, holy fuck. It exists. Sorry, tangent. Go ahead.
No worries. Anyways, though,
Oh wait, there's more.
I love the game. reason why I love it is because it is so unforgiving in choices of dialogue. Because occasionally, kind of like Fallout, eventually you have to talk to some characters, and depending on what you say, could either harm you in the near future or benefit you in the near future, or drastically change the situation right then and there. For example, I'm going to bring up example number one. Right during the early start off of the game, we came
After the
across
tutorial.
a broken down. After the tutorial, yes, we came across a broken down robot. We were confused. It was like, oh, it's a broken down robot. And after we read through, one of the choices were mechanic level 3, trying to repair it. Which we thought, okay, this works. We have Josh there. We made Josh the mechanic. He could repair it. He could get it going.
When we say we had Josh there, by the way, it is only a two-person co-op. We make our characters based off friends because why not? Just a clarification there, because to some who haven't played or looked into it, you might think it's a 4-player co-op. It is only a 2.
It's only
We
two.
just make our characters based off each other for easier
You can make
ability
4
to decipher
people
the two.
in the squad.
Yes.
You can make the other 2 AIs.
Which is rather unfortunate, but it's still a good game nonetheless. So that shouldn't discourage you.
Yes,
So
you can have
basically, think of it like
6 people
this.
squads.
It's kind of like an XCOM game. It's co-op.
Or Divinity.
Yeah,
Divinity.
that's it.
I'd say
More
Divinity.
tile-based.
Yeah. If you haven't played any of the Wastelands, if you've played Divinity, a game we've talked about before, the original Sin 2, not just any Divinity, because all of them are different now that I think about it, and there's like fucking 12 of them. Okay, that's an exaggeration, but whatever. Point is that not just any Divinity, because there's a lot of them. Divinity original
Divinity
Sin
2 is a good one.
Yes.
Divinity, the original Sin is, from what I've heard and what I've seen, it's not good.
Yes, but original Sin 2 is the very vastly improved variant. We've talked about it before. This is kind of an off tangent, but yes. That if you haven't played any
So have you
Wasteland
beat it?
before, what's that?
We still have yet to beat it.
Yeah, true. But anyways, yeah, just a tangent, but yes. So if you haven't played a single Wasteland game, Divinity 2 is a good cross-reference. If you have played it or seen it, we love the game. It's an amazing game. If you haven't played that, well, you're shit out of luck because there's not many games that
Missing
can
out.
lock entirely into this style. That too. Very fun turn-based RPG type games though.
But here, there's a phrase I've heard about Divinity. It's like, a player has put 600 hours into Divinity. First 300 hours, we're figuring out what the fuck to do.
I don't know, I think the first 100 is probably building your fucking characters damn near. Just looking at the design. You can spend well over probably an hour designing your character if you really fucking want to. We kind of have our designs in mind now, so it doesn't take us that long anymore, but when we first started it did. Our first time through took us a long time.
It's like any RPG game, you can spend fucking hours upon hours designing shit.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, sorry, Ice was on a tangent here about playing through. So, Ice, continue.
We went on a tangent, on a tangent, on a tangent.
No worries. Anyways, like I was saying, we got to the point where we decided to try to repair the robot. So we had AI Josh with mechanical level 3 trying to repair it. And normally Fallout 3, whenever you have something that goes along the line, it benefits you practically every time you use it. Not this game. This game is harsh even if you do have that skill. We ended up repairing that thing and immediately queued us into a fight and immediately affected 3 of our guys with bleed. Which, as you can might guess, is a bad start.
Yep. That is for sure.
Okay, you're gonna help us, right? Close up, gun.
No.
You're still breathing.
They're communist activating Liberty Prime.
I'm helping. But not you.
I've repaired this thing. Now this robot can help. That's correct. But not you. Oh. Overall, fucking amazing game.
No,
Still
I
need
will
to
admit,
I mean,
it does.
Still need to finish
It does have some. It does have some crashes. It kind of crashes here and there. Sometimes the saves do
Just
bug out.
here and there is a bit of an understatement.
For us, it's just here and there.
He forgot to scan it, Josh. I don't know what you're doing.
Crashes.
Maybe if you stop
don't know
duplicating
either.
shit.
Yeah.
Hey, you and me have done it on our save.
I know we have. On our
forgot
separate
you can
save,
hold-
we're fucking around. My
I
point
forgot
is-
you can hold walk to inspect your weapon.
So did I. It's a pretty handgun.
And I've always stated I don't give a fuck. I'm going to cheat.
I know. So,
Well,
anyways,
me,
nice, go ahead and
so me
continue.
and Chill are going to do it just on another playthrough.
Mhm.
And personally, I've been enjoying it. We actually been having to go through a lot of saves due to the fact that most of the time in the fights that we're getting into, we have no idea the
We're safe
capabilities and of getting just pretty much shreked before we even know what's going on.
Basically,
Hell yeah.
say we are save whores.
And weaponry and comedy style is hilarious. Right now,
The gun looks like shit, but the more you use it, it still looks like shit.
that's what it's comedy style. Or weapon style in certain cases. One of my higher damaging guns that I have in that game is literally a frozen ferret launcher.
Oh yeah.
It shoots dead
It's not.
frozen
It looks
ferrets.
cool if they're dead.
That's literally the description of what it says for the enemy.
I'm gonna fucking open these ordinances.
We get a
I
complete
don't think it-
challenge if we don't.
Yeah, as I said. Yeah.
Fuck lucky.
But overall, still a good game though. A lot of fun. Enjoyed it
Oh.
heavily. The game's humor is great. Really find it funny. Anything else on it, Ice, or?
I think that covered all I was going to say about it.
There is no really linear path to doing some of these quests. You will end up pissing off a lot of people in playthroughs. So it's like kind of you put in situations where you damn you do if you do, damn if you don't.
Oh yeah.
Ow.
There's really no situation where you get a completely happy going. Every situation, even though you have a benefit on this side, there's basically a repercussion to everything you do. There was
It's just weighing which one you think is worth doing.
Yep.
And I fucked up my earlier save because I didn't realize. Yeah, you get to pick between two people. I didn't realize that. That pissed off some people I really shouldn't have pissed off.
Yeah, in our playthrough, I guess we're going to say a little bit of spoiler warning just in case. We are currently siding heavily with patriarchs, meaning, if you do the crime, you do the time. If you mess with us, get the frozen ferret and other means weapons.
Whatever shoots.
Eat my ferret! Oh, fuck.
And the second I could tell that we were a heavy patriarch was we had an option to spare since during the game. We had an option to spare it. We gave it the option, try to come with us to jail because people are going to be gunning you down anyways. She said, I will kill you. I'd rather kill you than going to jail. So we went with the kill option. And we thought killing option was going to be a nice, merciful death. Just one simple shot to the head. No, apparently whoever's player 1 and whatever gun he has equipped at the time, he will take that gun and fire. So in this case, choose player 1, and he has a heavy caliber, what caliber weapon is it?
It's the 7.62 bunker buster machine gun. It's the heavy gun you start with at
The
the start.
starter LMG.
Starter LMG. It's literally just a giant disc. It looks like a 50 cal. It's kind of weird that it's a 7.62. It looks like the standard 50 cal mount of a M2, I think it is, on like Hummers and shit. But regardless, 7.62 big ass machine gun held on the hip.
And instead of just firing one bullet of that, you fire a whole 5-round burst into the body. It wasn't even the head. 9-round burst into the body. You didn't even hit the
Was
head.
this
It was
the
all body
fucking
shots.
first mission?
I should have mentioned
In
the
the
first
town?
mission, but I forgot it. I forgot about it.
That happened there too.
Yeah, it happened there too. I just mentioned the synth one because the synth one was the closest memory. Was our closest skill.
True. Good time.
Fuck the game's fucking.
And
Then,
another thing.
okay,
too.
the game can be like funny and shit, and then it can go really fucking dark.
It's
Cause
always dark. The game has no friends.
I don't know if I should say this or not. Because it's a mission later on. It's more of a side mission.
That's it. Wait.
Okay.
And another. Let's say anytime I'll pick up off that and leave. I'll be out here. Animal Whisper is the perk thing in there, and we gave that to AI Sabrina. And not gonna lie, you can have some really funny things. Like, at one point we were actually like struggling to kill a boss. I think Delgado, not Delgado, Brago.
Brago.
We were
It wasn't
having
really a
trouble
struggle. It
dealing
was
with
just the
him.
first time we did it, we were horribly positioned because we didn't know how the fight started, and we didn't know what started the fight. But we were all like standing gathered in the center, not realizing that you had to start a fight with them. So we kind of lost that. We had to go back and save, and then we did it the right way.
Oh fuck.
And then
Escort
after a while, yep, escort point one to point B. Afterwards, though, we had 3 animal friends with us. We had 2 robot chickens and 1 regular chicken. Those chickens ended up ganging up on Brago and actually killing him and finishing him off.
We had one chicken die.
Yeah, so did we now.
Yeah, unfortunately, 1 chicken did die.
It's just the cyborg, though. The cyborg chickens aren't as strong as normal chickens for some reason.
Well, you gotta love the original.
Cool.
Our original chicken got fucking domed.
No, it was a cyborg.
But was it Cyborg? I thought it was the original.
No, our original is still alive. I always make sure to keep the original alive over anything else.
And nothing to add to, not gonna lie. Pretty good soundtrack.
Agreed.
Oh yeah.
Very enjoyable soundtrack.
I think that's all I have to say.
Yeah, soundtrack is good. So off on another topic here. It's not going to be as long because I'm the only one who's really playing it. Necromunda, Underhive Wars, I think is what it's called. Underhive Gang War, some shit like that. That game, absolutely magnificent. If you've ever played Mordheim, another game by the same exact developer, I can't remember the name right now though, but I do know it's the same one for sure. It's been verified by many different things. But whatever the company is that made Mordheim also made this. Like I said, that's been verified, so it's not just yes, I just don't know a name. They made a 40k variant in the Necromunda, so if you don't know the lore, 40k is future. Mordheim is in fantasy time, because that is, well, sword,
End time.
shield, end time, yeah, like musket-powered weapons, shit like that. Magic. But,
Witch hunts.
yeah. Yep. But yeah, so, like I said, that's the differences in those. Like I said, it's, fucking, Mordheim was all, like, end times era, it's black powder weapons, magic, and sword, shield, spears, pike, shit like that, daggers. And then when it comes to, Necromunda, that is 40k, and like I said, 40k is like the future, super, like, enhanced humans, robots,
Bolter, plasma
space
guns,
marines, stuff like that,
guns.
bolters, plasma guns. Basically just super strong shit as you would expect in the future thing, but yeah, genetically enhanced beings. The space marines are the most, like, famous, notorious thing, I guess, to be the put. If you don't know what a space marine is, I can't really give you what 40k is, because that's, like, the main basis of what everybody knows.
Walking tank.
Yeah. Yeah, take a Spartan. If you know Halo, it's like a super Spartan, it's way stronger. If you don't know Spartans
Yeah,
either, I don't know.
put Master Chief on steroids.
Yeah, but if you don't know that, then it's still,
No.
I don't know. I can't give you anything, but he's way bigger. But yeah, like that. Like I said, if you did, that's like the main poster boy of the series too. That's what most people know. So if you know what a Space Marine is, you'll know what 40k is. If you've seen him before, that's the gist of 40k. 40k is overpowered, large, genetically enhanced, cybernetically enhanced.
2 hearts,
all the
3
above.
lungs.
Yeah.
Well,
So.
to put away for people that still don't know, imagine Halo Reach, George, the guy with the heavy chain gun. Instead, he's given a heavy bolter, screams a lot, and will kill anything that's not human.
He's also
And
probably
about
about
2 feet
2 to
tall.
3 times the size of George, yeah. Varying on what type of Space Marine it is. Terminator units, I think, are 12 to 15 feet tall, typically.
Yeah, Terminators are much bigger than...
Standard Astartes
normal.
Space Marines are like 8 to 10, if I remember correctly. Could be wrong. I don't know, it might not be it, but...
To be fair, the thing is, these are, that's than the armor. They're still fucking gigantic out of the armor.
Yep. Yeah. No, like I said, I think if I remember right, Standard Astartes Space Marines 8 to 10, and then Terminators are 12 to 15, and then there's I think there's someone in between, but I don't remember. Yeah, so that's like your base thing. It's a big scale. Everything in that 40k universe is huge. Put it that way. That's your scale. You're looking at 40k universe. Everything is huge. Your standard big Space Marine is like 8 to 10 feet. Your standard Terminator unit, which is like a super Space Marine, for people who wouldn't understand that since you don't know the original. A Terminator unit. Yeah, Terminator unit is a super Space Marine. So Space Marines are like they're not your base, but they are and you aren't, I guess. But Space Marines are like not formally the base trooper.
It's
they're
fucking
like
hard
advanced,
to
but they're
explain a goddamn Space Marine thing without without knowing it.
It really is. So Space Marines aren't your base ones. They're like above the very low, but they're not the highest. They're like the mid-ground of units, I guess, maybe. Yeah, they're massive, 8 to 10 foot super soldiers that wear armor that can withstand like our real-world tank shells, basically. Terminator units are like the superior version to a
They'll
normal
shrug them
Space
off
Marine.
like they're nothing.
Yeah. Terminator units are like the superior version of them that are even bigger and stronger, and they take more tank shells, basically. It's like your normal one will take, I don't know, 2 tank shells. Let's say your Terminator will take like 8. I don't know. That's about the best way I can describe that. This is completely unrelated to anything, but there you go. A lesson in 40k knowledge and lore. I don't know. 40k lore in a nutshell. A quick bolt down so you understand what the fuck's going on with our reference, because I don't even remember what that reference was to now.
Necromunda.
Necromunda, right. Necromunda, of course. Yeah, so, like I said, it's not even related because they're not even in the game, but it's just to try to help understand the universe, because the universe is ridiculous as a whole. Yeah, so, the 40k corner. Ooh. Lore corner. I don't know. Point is, the game...
Everything is death, basically, in the game.
Yes.
There is no happiness, it's only war.
Mm-hmm. But, yeah, so...
Abandon reason! Only war!
Yup. Yeah, there you go, your 40k lore corner. Congratulations, now you know more about Astartes and Terminators. Standard Astartes and Terminators. But, Necromunda is just about, like, a bunch of gangs, basically. It's really fun, though. It's, like I said, plays like Moritime, back on the topic there. It's like a turn-based. You have movement points that you use for getting around, obviously, and certain abilities, and you have AP action points typically used for attacking or certain actions that would maybe not be attacking, but, like, require some type of
Reloading,
utility, stuff like
aiming.
that. Reloading, yeah, stuff like that. But it's fun. It's tactical. You got to be careful. It does have the injury system styles like Mordheim if you've played it. If you haven't, the injury style is if a character goes down in a battle, they will come out typically with an injury. Sometimes they're lucky and they escape serious injuries and they come out with like a recovery, miraculous recovery, as what Mordheim would call it. Mordheim would say you get a miraculous recovery or something like that, and you only come out with no injuries. You just ended up going down and that was it. That's like the best one to get, obviously based on the name. Miraculous recoveries are what you hope and strive for if someone goes down. Usually you're not fortunate though, and you come out with a permanent one. Mordheim, you have like missing eyes, which will fuck up your aim permanently on that character. Missing arms, making it, well, obviously you can't use that weapon on that arm. It's all sorts of shit like that. But it's this game has
Also
some
on the
stuff. It's
topic
really
of-
good.
I was gonna say, it's also on the topic of Warhammer. There's a Blood Bowl 3 was announced.
Oh.
Yeah. No, what was it? When was the release date? Well,
It was supposed to be by the end of this year, but we will see.
hard to tell with all this Corona shit going on.
Yeah, Corona's put a lot of delays, so we will see what happens.
Like if Halo Infinite was supposed to release with Series X's launch, that's not gonna happen because of Corona. Wonderful things. But
It
Also
is
another
what
topic.
it is.
it is what it is. Series X. That was announced. Pre-orders are actually open now, but base prices for was $499. If I remember right this way. The Series X. Series S is $299, but it has smaller capabilities and is only digital. While the Series X is like a high performance console, a bit more on par with PC than One X was, and it has a disc tray. But on paper, Series X is more powerful than PlayStation 5, and PlayStation 5 is slightly faster or weaker performance. It's weird.
Yeah, it's also
Knowing
all over the place right now.
Knowing Sony fanboys, they'll make, oh, our console's better. Good shit. Oh, honestly, I've kind of fucking gotten tired of this. Like, which one's better, which one's not.
Well, that's just classic routine.
By the way, you know we can break his shield. You don't even have to. follow
Yeah,
him. I just learned that.
I just noticed that.
Do enough damage to it.
Yeah, basically.
Oh, come on.
Got a revive on you?
Yeah. No, I'm gonna say probably not worth it.
I'm still alive. If you want to use it, you can stand.
I
up
don't
and
have a
res-
self-revive.
Oh boy.
I just
don't
had
know
a picture
if
of giant. Yeah.
I'll bite your knees off!
But it's we're gonna see what happens, I guess, with the new consoles. Hopefully,
Yep.
good stuff.
One thing I'm actually really looking forward to Series X is playing Dark Tide. That looks like a lot of fun. If you don't know what Dark Tide is, it's the how would I say, it's 40k version of Vermintide. Same people making it, and so on. So that looks like a lot of fun. You're basically your guardsman going into a hive city, right? A hive city,
Yes.
and fighting a bunch of Nurgle infested people, basically.
I'm starting to learn. I think it's only explosives that break it.
Yeah, I'd say my gun was like the only thing that had explosives on it.
Yeah, mine did.
And you're dead. A lot of it's gonna be only you, Will, because I've only got
Got
a pistol.
Come shoot it if you can.
I give my 2 pennies.
Shit. Oh, he's got to wear off somewhere.
We just missed the fucking mortar too.
But Ice, you got any topics to throw in there for a bit while we focus on this?
I guess I could throw in one recently. This might come out really off-ball, but Esports Rocket League is, I think, coming to an end, or... No, actually, I won't even focus on esports at the moment. Lately, I've been playing on Rocket League, and after our last podcast involving Rocket League, where we went into ranks, and we were using Rumble for our podcast system, even though I was Diamond 1, or Diamond 2. I had again dropped all the way back down to Diamond 1 after our podcast was done. And we actually did it. And I finally worked my way back up to Diamond 2, but the battle pass for Rocket League is now over.
Oof.
But that means the new season's starting up, which means new battle pass and all that, which I'm actually kind of looking forward to, because I actually have enough to actually do something about it.
So, wait, what do you mean, so like, esports is coming to an end?
I mean, for the Rocket League season.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Because they were recently just doing live battles at the moment.
Anybody got max ammo?
There's an ammo box here.
So, that wording kind of was very misleading.
Yeah.
As always.
I was like, esports is coming to an end. I was like, that's a shocker, because like esports is that is like all.
I was gonna say, I don't think esports is going to be coming to an end for a while.
Probably not.
So, due to the fact, especially with COVID-19 increases, pretty sure esports is going to be like probably getting a boost from this, honestly.
Gaming's probably one of the stronger points right now.
No, it's fucking sales have skyrocketed for gaming. Like, sales on consoles skyrocketed when quarantine first hit.
See, even the dogs.
There's been nothing but profit off of this virus for gaming companies.
EA Sports, now give me money.
I've seen this one thing.
Companies that benefited.
It was showing how like different what's it called, different gaming companies tell a story, and it was like, oh
Yeah.
it was like it showed a railroad. I forget what the first company was named, but that was just like a rail yard, and then it shows Valve is like, oh, here's a little section. There it is. Go explore. And there's EA's just a fucking what is this called, a
The pay tolls.
Yeah. It's like, oh, here's this. Pay to enter. That's not exactly wrong.
I forgot what I was going to mention now. I actually had something I was going to mention. Oh yeah. I guess while we're on the topic of talking about esports is actually, now that I mention it, is actually booming off really, really rapidly. What I mean by that is by the fact of now colleges and now even high school teams are now having their own esports teams.
I've seen that.
Like, the college I'm going to right now, next year, I'm even going to be in the same year. I'm still going to be at the same college for the next year. It's going to be making an esports team involving League of Legends and something else. I believe Hearthstone, something like that.
It's very
But it's
interesting.
kind of crazy to think about that. And the high school that I go to, they're literally just doing this now, even though I just left the high school. They're also starting an esports team. That esports team consists of Rocket League, Overwatch, our crazy part.
Overwatch is so
Uh,
dead though now. Like it's losing its base because people hate them.
I like how it's like Overwatch 2. Great noises.
they're
I
trying
forgot
to
all about
improve their
that.
CS. They're trying to improve their CS:GO, but uh, schools won't improve over blood and all that.
But they'll approve of Overwatch
Yeah, I know, right?
over
Eh?
sexualized characters versus CS:GO
Yeah.
where there's very minimal blood, and I'm pretty sure you can even turn it off.
It,
Yeah, you can.
yeah.
Oh my god. Fucking school systems. I don't understand them at all.
I don't think anyone's meant to.
I'd say.
Even even the shit they teach, I don't understand why they teach it.
I was gonna say you already seen all the memes about it. Yeah. It's like, you know how do you pay taxes? No.
Nope.
Well, would you like to learn how mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell?
Let me teach you something.
Oh god. Alright, I've got nothing.
I'd say I officially ran out now that I went on my whole debate about Rocket
Well,
League teams.
perfect, because that's pretty much the ending point.
Nice.
Timed her. But, this video is going to probably be up late, because I'm not going to sit at my computer tonight and do it. I'll try to do it tomorrow, but we'll see. It depends how late I get home. If I'm home late from work, it's not happening, I'll be honest, guys. So it might come up in a day or two, who knows. But, anyways, so, let's take it out.
Alright.
Alrighty. What number was this?
38, I think.
No,
38.
Ah.
But thank you for enjoying podcast number 38. Come back next time. Bye.
I could barely even hear you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you're not gonna let
Are
me
you
kind of dimmed
whispering
out
to the
there.
mouse in your room? Was that who was listening?
Sorry, I accidentally bumped my mic and didn't even notice it.
Alright. Do you want to try again?
Yeah, sure. Thank you for listening into episode 38. Hope you enjoyed and come back next time. See ya.
Later.
Bye.